Hey folks, this is End of the Road Hans. I know I usually like to do a silly ass intro for my unboxings, but I am a little too tired right now. So maybe in post I'm just gonna add some silly sound effects, maybe a little bit of transitions. I don't know, some silly green screen stuff. But I mean, I got poor George, so you know, yay. And for you, Bobby K, saying that the thing on the box isn't the spirit font, it is. And for those who think this is cold hate and I somehow edited the box, the ATE is the end of the word alternate for alternate face. Just, you know, to big brain, I don't know. But yeah, alright, let's turn this guy over. Take his parts out of the box. I got him at a local store, which you still haven't seen a store tour of yet, though. They have a Martian now, except they just have the Widow and Dagger mic set up. Oh, what the heck is this? Alright. I just dropped that. I hope it wasn't anything bad. The first and loosest piece is his gore, which you put on his bottom. Which I must say is actually very gnarly in 3D in person. You know, on video it looks a little dinky, but I don't know. It actually looks pretty solid in person. Next, okay, we have his clothes and instructions. Yep. I don't know how this guy's setup's gonna be. It's crazy crate, but I don't think it's gonna be Nightcrawler level. We'll see. Maybe I'll be eating my words. But we got his arm foam thingies, so that's about how tall he'll be. Probably won't have to adjust the tripod for his setup. Yay. You got his shoulder bracket. You better not have to screw this in. I'll cry if you do. Next we have his head with his two faces. Actually not that much plastic waste this time around. But there you go. Face number 1. Face number 2. I'm probably gonna have him displayed like he is on the box with just his, like, his, I don't know, human quote-unquote face. That's what I call it. The, like, all screaming one. And so he flips over and you see his spooky face. I just think he looks better that way, displayed like that. Very cool head, though. And he has, oh, shoot. Oh, that's a gross discovery. So I just learned that if you were to take the hair off this guy, he'd have 2 big bulbs on each side of his head, which would look very gross and creepy. So, yeah. But yeah, I've showed off his head quite a bit, but here it is. Alright, then you have the Nightcrawler hands. I mean, they're Nightcrawler's hands, you know. So they have a different bottom than Nightcrawler's hands, but whatever. Then you have these thingies, which I think are shoulders, question mark. I believe these are shoulders. And they have these little thingies here, which I think is for a wire. I think. Because I've seen he has a sneaky little adapter port. This stuff's zip tied down. So as part of my riveting content, I'm just gonna cut these real quick. Alright, and then we have this one. Alright, so let's see. Got the base, number 1. This is his sneaky, that's a speaker jack, okay. Then over here we have his, this is his adapter jack, yay. Yeah, I think you just thread these up the arm. Perfect. Got his arm poles. And his arm poles. Yay. Alright. And then that's nearly it. We're nearly done, except He has his module in a box, which, just throw this off screen. It's a module in a box right down here. I guess I'll unbox that for you guys real quick. Alright, there it is. It's open. And this is his module. There you go. Yay. And his adapter. And his main, I believe, body pole, which you put like down there, and that makes his body. So there we go. Let's set him up. All right, this unboxing has been a little delayed. It just has been. There's no real reason for that other than laziness. But you know, let's get to the review. And before I get to what I like about this guy, I'm gonna talk about two big negatives. And they're both audio related. Well, I have three, but two main ones, whatever. The first issue I have is when you plug him in, and when he's plugged in, maybe just in the on position, he makes the hum buzz of fluorescent lights from the speaker, which is rather disconcerting. I mean, have a listen. Like, if you listen closely, he's not, especially in person, he's not silent when you plug him in. And I don't know if that's something about the specific model I have, but that's a little weird. I don't know about that. The second issue I have about him is his volume control, because it does not work. His volume control sucks. And sure, maybe you can change. But here's the thing. I began doing this with my animatronics, but I turned his volume to halfway so it's not too loud, and it was ear-splitting. Really loud. But still, when you turn it down very low, like just, I don't know, a millimeter, you know, from completely off, he's still super loud. And so you either have him being really loud or really quiet, and there's not really a middle ground there. I found sort of the sweet spot recently, but yeah, his volume control is just super finicky that way. I mean, like, the Black Heart of all things actually has a pretty good volume control for context. You know, you can get a wide variety of, you know, sounds, but poor George's, he's just really damn loud, so that's a little annoying. I guess the third gripe I have is with the way his body works. I usually like to keep my animatronics off and plugged in, and then turn them on. Although for this guy, you pretty much got to keep him on the on position and just plug him in order to activate him. But, you know. But despite me starting off with the negatives, I don't hate this guy. And I'm quite happy I got him, because he's really cool. Sure, some could say he's a little overrated. Fair. Although, I don't know, because he's genuinely quite freaky, honestly. Like, his spinning is just, I don't know, there's something very eerie about that. If they were to take a page from Stilts' book and make, like, bone-cracking sounds, that could be really cool, but, you know, whatever. But, like, his animation's really cool. It's almost mesmerizing to watch. And just imagining seeing this guy on the street or something would be really creepy. He'd definitely work amazing in a haunt. Like, I can imagine him at the back of a hallway. He'd look really cool like that. But, you know, he also looks great. Like, his two heads are just really nicely done. Of course, one of the faces you're not going to see that well. But I just prefer the, like, screamy head since it works more for the whole, like, cut in half thing. And I will say, a lot of people think this, he's not the most bloody. Like, his gore piece is actually pretty good, but I'd probably go back and, like, paint his clothes around the base. You know, just a red, something like that, to make him just a little gorier. You know, some spots of blood. But even without that, he's still pretty neat. I've noticed my reviews this year of my animatronics have been very rambly. That's what they always are. So, I mean, Poor George, cool. I like Poor George. He's worth the price, in my opinion. Pretty big. Yeah, let's get to the demo.